fans, and I hate to call people out, but, my buddies Monty and the Pharaoh and other folks, they don't want to see with their own two eyes that if you're being forced to have people take money for these NDAs, there's some smoke where there's fucking fire, folks. It's not all handshakes and hand grenades over there. I mean, there's some corruption going on. Where's John Laurinaitis in all of this? Well, he got his ass fired. So if Vince's activity, wasn't Vince, if he was just another schmuck like Laurinaitis, he'd be fired too, probably. Let's not kid ourselves. So I think the other thing is that WWE fans are always quick to say, well, Vince doesn't own the company anymore. Okay. I mean, whatever fairy fucking tale you have to tell yourself, yes, they've merged with Endeavor, and yes, the corporate structure is all different now. But you don't think Vince is profiting from every fucking dollar you spend? I mean, look, I went to the goddamn NXT house show tonight, spent a mere $11 on a ticket, and probably, $1.50 of that is going to Vince's pocket in one way or another, right? So let's at least admit to our hypocrisies and at least admit to our moral weakness as wrestling fans. I mean, at least I can admit it, my weakness, okay? So whatever the fuck. So, I mean, I don't want to dismiss the fucking thing, but I feel like I said, we've been through this goddamn thing before. Oh, Vince is retiring, Vince is leaving, Vince is out of power, and yet somehow he's always in fucking power. And somehow he's always fucking alive. Like, Vince doesn't look too good. Well, he's still fucking alive, okay? To be honest with you, he might outlive me. I mean, at this fucking rate, okay? So I don't know what to tell you. I'm not too excited about thinking, like, it's not going to get me erect one way or another if Vince McMahon is doing stuff or not. And I think all the times that they say he's been gone, I think he's still calling the shots. I mean, I think it was even more like 5 or 6 years ago, there was more talk of Vince really being, kind of ill and out of his goddamn mind. So I don't know. I mean, I really don't know, folks. I'm just saying, it doesn't excite me. There's so many things, like, for instance, 6 or 7 months ago, the story was, oh, WWE has sold to Saudi Arabia. Remember that? Like, that was reported in Meltzer World or wherever the fuck world. And then 2 or 3 days later, well, maybe not. So, I mean, when I hear these reports, when I hear these fucking clickbait articles, you guys probably watch the same shit I do, Wrestle Talk or whatever the fuck, John at this one or whatever the fuck, and it's always like, according to Dave Meltzer. So it's like, okay, we have one goddamn source for all this wrestling speculation, and yet we all shit on that source, which is Dave Meltzer. And then all these other assholes, what do? They basically subscribe to the goddamn Wrestling Observer. They get their little inbox emails, and they hurry off to their little fucking studio in London or wherever the fuck to give us the rehashed information. So, I mean, as a wrestling fan, you have to kind of take this shit, not with just a grain of salt, but with 5 fucking pounds of salt. They tell you what they want to tell you. They lie to you when they want to lie to you. They tell you the truth when they think it's going to get them money. I don't know if there's another sport or profession or form of entertainment quite like pro wrestling in all the carny bullshit. I mean, I think you can make a case for boxing. I think boxing's more corrupt. Like, let's say boxing's corrupt and wrestling is carny. Although I think that fucking Tyson Fury thing, no, I haven't watched the whole goddamn fight. I know he got knocked down, but I kind of feel like that might have been a little bells and whistles too, if you know what I mean. Fixed. So that's it, folks. So AJ Norris, I have addressed your concerns. What do I think about Vince possibly being out of power? I don't think that's happening, okay? I think he's out of power when he's a corpse in the fucking ground, okay? When he's in his gold-plated fucking casket and he has a week-long fucking funeral where they tore his fucking ass like fucking Bernie. They bronze dead Vince and they bring him to every fucking 20,000 seat wrestling arena in the country so all the fans can touch his bronze dead head. That's when Vince won't be in control anymore, and we'll be in control. Remember that goddamn Monday Night Raw when they said that you're in control, you the wrestling fan? Well, that was goddamn bullshit too. Okay, folks, that's it. Mike Messier, one pro wrestling and sports fan, etc.